What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we are going to be showcasing how to get the brand new Deterministic Chaos Exotic Machine Gun just added to Destiny 2 with the launch of the Lightfall Expansion. And so, let's get started. Now, first things first, what the heck does this exotic actually do? Well, the intrinsic trait is heavy metal. While holding down the trigger, every fourth bullet becomes a heavy projectile that weakens targets on impact. It has another unique trait here called Vexadecimal. While holding down the trigger, every fourth heavy metal projectile also makes targets volatile on impact. So every 4 shots, you weaken enemies, and every, 16th shot, you will then make them volatile as well. So definitely capable of putting out a lot more damage than your average machine gun, and should be pretty decent in a void build. But how do you actually get it? Well, the first thing you're going to need to do is complete the Lightfall campaign. And if you're struggling on Legendary, don't worry, I just put out a guide showcasing the loadouts and tips you need to beat the Legendary Lightfall campaign as fast and easily as possible. But once you have completed the campaign, as you can see, you're going to interact with Nimbus, and he's going to give you the quest Unfinished Business. The first thing you need to do is head to the Hall of Heroes. Now, once you get here, there's actually quite a lot of stuff going on, so don't get distracted, but you're going to interact with this doorway and get a cutscene. After that, you're going to head back to Nimbus, talk to him, and as you can see, the quest is going to update with the most complicated quest step I've seen in a long while. You have to go and get qubits and then extract the qubits for data extractions and resources extractions. What the heck is going on here? Well, the first thing you're going to need to do is kill Vex. So I would highly recommend looking for this on the map right here, the Vex Incursion Zone. This is the area where Vex are spawning more numerously than normal. So in this case, head down to the bottom right section of Neomuna. And once you get there, you're going to want to start killing Vex. And as you can see, they're going to drop objects on the ground. You have to actually go and pick them up, and they are those Cypher Qubits. Now, very importantly, these are actually going to spawn from your allies getting Vex kills, as you can see. So similar to a resource patrol mission, the more people you have, the quicker this will go, because one person gets one to spawn and everyone gets that qubit. But importantly, you need to get specifically 8 qubits. That is going to let you make a resource extraction. But how the heck does that work? Well, you need to find a cloud accretion. These are the resources that spawn all over the Neomuna map. So here's one right here. Normally, you can just collect these whenever, and you're going to get reputation for your overall Neomuna rank that you can go and visit Nimbus to get rewards from, right? But in this quest specifically, if you have less than 7 qubits, you're going to collect them as normal. You get a little bit of rep, that's it. But if you have 8 or more, as you can see, that is what you need to complete a data extraction. But importantly, it will kind of use up those 8 qubits. So then you'll need to get 8 more to interact with another cloud accretion to get another data extraction. So 5 total data extractions means you need a lot of qubits, and then you need to go look around the map for these resources. So the best way to do it by far, guys, is kind of what you can see us do in the background gameplay. Go to like a public event, a Vex public event, slay out on Vex, because you can store as many qubits as you need, and then just go around and get the 5 data extractions that you need from the 5 resources that you can find around the map. Oh, and make sure to put a mod on your Ghost that's going to help you find those planetary resources easier. After that, your quest step is going to update, and now you have to go even further to the right of the map, as you can see, to locate a data package. It's somewhere you went during the campaign. So fight off a bunch of enemies, and after you do, you interact with this Vex object to acquire said data package. After that, you head to this area on the map to rendezvous with Nimbus and Osiris. So after fighting your way through this area and getting to them, they're going to have a bit of a conversation, and after that, your quest step is going to update yet again. And now you're going to have to complete one of the lost sectors in Liming Harbor. Specifically, it's the one located right here called Thrillodrome, the infamous arcade lost sector. So once you get through this, you kill the final boss and then you loot the cash that you get for doing so. You're going to get an object, your quest step is going to update yet again. And this time you head to the Ahimsa Park location, and here you have to slay out on Cabal. But specifically, if you get ability kills, you get significantly more progress. So put on, in this example, an Arc Grenadier Titan or something of the like, and just chuck those grenades or get those melees to get to 100%. Keep in mind that if you are doing it with a teammate, these are individual trackers, so you will both have to get your own ability kills. Now, once this is complete, you're actually going to follow the waypoint in the same area that you are and head inside Callus's ginormous ship. After traversing through it a little bit and killing some enemies, eventually you're going to head through this portal and get to this area here. Now from here, you have to specifically kill the big yellow bar Cabal called the Esteemed Incinerators. Once they are dead, they're going to lower the shields, as you can see, to the two different locations right here, and then the other one's across from it. You're going to interact and collect an object on either side, and then your quest step is going to update yet again. You go back to visit Nimbus. And once you talk to him, you get the Rohan's passkey, but keep in mind guys, as you can see, this actually takes up an inventory slot in your power weapons, so make sure you have room. However, once you pick that up, you head back to the bottom right-hand corner of the map. You actually have to physically go to the mission you have to complete called What Remains. Now keep in mind, this is at 1770 power. Now luckily, if you have done the legendary campaign, you get a full set of armor and weapons, all 1770. So if you have done that, you should be good to go. If you haven't, you may have to do some leveling in order to kind of get close. But as you can see, it's actually going to put you in the Garden of Salvation raid, heading the opposite way. From here, you're simply going to have to kill a bunch of enemies and make your way forward. However, there is actually going to be an interesting mechanic that you're going to want to know about. As you can see, once I get this kind of Vex Cranium, I can shoot at enemies and I can shoot down these squares here. However, I can't reach this one because it's being blocked by this barrier. I actually shoot at the black mirror and it's going to ricochet off and hit it, as you can see. So you're simply going to do that a few more times, slay out, kind of follow the objective markers, and eventually, guys, you are going to, during this mission, actually get this brand new exotic, as you can see right here. Once you do get it, the mission isn't over. It gives you a chance to go and try it out and gives you a bunch of heavy ammo, so definitely a fun ending to the mission. However, that same bouncing mechanic does apply to this machine gun. As you can see, there's a couple of barriers where you need to shoot these objects with the machine gun. It does have ricochet rounds, so I guess it makes sense, and bounce those off to lower those barricades. Just thought I would mention. But regardless, guys, once you do complete this mission, you simply head back, talk to Nimbus one more time, and head to the Hall of Heroes after that for a final cutscene, and that will complete this exotic quest, and this heavy machine gun is now yours. Guys, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.